I haven't seen a crash out of a character this bad in a while, and the only one that comes close is probably Caillou, and you're about to see why. Because, man, this is just awful. If you don't know what I'm talking about, or you just completely forgot what the thumbnail looked like, there's been a lot of controversy around the new Daniel Tiger's Neighborhood episodes. And if you do not know what Daniel Tiger's Neighborhood is, I don't blame you. It's a show that kind of flew under the radar, and it's not really that special in any unique way besides him being just a tiger. So it never really got a lot of steam later on in its life. And though you might think, oh, when did this show come up? It actually came up in 2012, so it's been around for a while. Yeah, me from the future here, this show did not originally come out in 2012. This show came out in 1954. So the one with the little cartoon version came out in 2012, but the one with the puppet, because there was a puppet version, I never knew this until I just researched it like right now. This one came out in 1954, so that is a heck of a long time to be out. But the one I'm talking about, the TV series, the cartoon, it did come out in 2012. So I just wanted to point that out. It's been around ever since I was a wee lad. So I did used to watch the show when I was younger. But it's not about me. It's about what has become of the show. The dude, that little brat, oh my goodness, he's like a butthole. Bro's crashing out for the most retarded reasons.
I don't like egg salad. I just don't like it. How would you feel if your friend said that they didn't like your lunch?
He literally just sat there. His friend told him, I don't like egg salad sandwiches. I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell you. And he's like, what would your friend tell you if you didn't like egg salad sandwiches? Shut the frick up. Nobody wants to hear you complain, you little fat frick.
Okay, Daddy, it's my turn now. And I picked the triangle! No, Miss Elena, I want the triangle, meow meow. But, I'm next, and I picked the triangle. Meow!
It gets even worse than that. Because now he's just a straight up racist. And he's a D1 Glazer.
I'll sit next to you, Chrissy. Hey, Daniel! I want to sit next to Chrissy. I'm so mad! If you don't move, I'm gonna... Chrissy has never played at my house before. I'm so excited.
Here comes flying panda, Margaret. Whoosh, whoosh. Mwah, mwah.
I can fly too, Chrissy. Watch this. Whoosh! Let's fly to my room.
Dog, give it up. You're not getting the huzz, number one. Number two, you're way too young for that. Number three, you almost made me commit slip and slide. You're acting cringe. Nobody gives a flying frick, bro. Nobody gives two fricks. She doesn't care about you, bro. And, like, why are you simping, bro? I mean, bro, you literally almost clawed your friend because you wanted to sit next to the girl, bro. What are you doing? And then on top of that, bro's espresso depresso because his friend, or that girl, wanted to play with his younger sister. Dog, give it up.
Margaret, no! You're knocking down my fence. I am so mad.
Bro, remember that scene when Arthur punches his younger sister DW because she threw his plane out the window? That scene, me personally, that was completely justified. She had it coming to her. Bro is literally about to run fades with his baby sister. At least with DW, she knew what she was doing. She's at a ripe age to get her butt beat. This is a child. Bro was going to run fades with a child because she messed up his little tower. Bro, what? Now, for me, this confused me a lot because when the show first came out, he was nothing like this. When I used to watch the show, or from what I remember, he was nothing like this. So I don't know what the heck happened. I don't know what the writers were thinking. And it's kind of shocking to me. Now, a lot of people are comparing him to Caillou, which I can definitely 100% see the comparison. and a few people are saying he's worse than Caillou. I don't know. Caillou is pretty bad, but I can definitely see the comparison. Now, the difference between him and Caillou is timeline, or not so much timeline, but reverse. And I'm about to explain what I mean by their times reversed. So with Caillou, he was a butthole in like the first few episodes, or not the first few episodes, but the first time the series was running, he was pretty much a brat the entire time. Later on in the show's life, he starts to calm down and he starts to get more mature and he starts to finally get more respect of people and he becomes respectable towards people. So he matures in that aspect, and especially in the later episodes he does. With Daniel Tiger, from what I remember when I used to watch the show when I was a wee lad, because this show came out all the way in 2012. That is a long time ago. But from what I remember, he was a pretty chill guy. And he did really nothing wrong. There was really nothing wrong with this kid. There was a little bit of lore that I was confused with. So I'm like, wait, is this kid going into another world? Is people part of different dimensions? Is there a dimensional rift that's happening? Who in the cosmic, like, did Doctor Strange do some like ooby-dooby open portal magic to where he's hopping in between worlds? But that's a story for another day. We'll leave that for another day. That's not the topic of this video. I'm sorry for changing the subject. Let's get back on track. So, from what I remember with the show, he was never this bad. He was a pretty chill guy. He never really did anything. He always went to the portal, whatever the heck it was, and hung out with his friends. I have not seen the show in at least a decade. I haven't seen it. Is the last time I heard of it. This is the most recent time I've heard of it. And boy, he is crashing out. Well, and like I said, he was about to run fades with his sister. So you notice that, like I said with Caillou, first he started bad, then he became good. First he was sour, then he's sweet. Yeah, no, Daniel Tiger just did a complete 180. Bro thinks he's Tai Lung. You're not Tai Lung, big dude. Little dude, not even big dude, little dude. You're not Timothy Tough Knuckles. Put that away before you hurt yourself. I bet you $50 his little sister would beat him in a fight. I'm not even joking with you. Bro is not Timothy Tough Knuckles, and like I said, he's not Tai Lung. But yeah, no, I just wanted to mention that the crash out is insane, and a lot of people are talking about this, and it's gaining pretty good traction from what I've seen. But I'm like, what happened to the writers, man? What made them think that having a kid crash out on TV was okay? And this has had actual consequences before with Caillou, and the fact that they had to pull Caillou off of a lot of stuff, and I think television series, because it was starting to influence children, and children were starting to pick up the same habits as Caillou and starting to become a brat. So they had to completely pull that off, and I think that's part of the reason why it had such a dramatic change in the first place, where he became such a nice kid. And to argue the point where Daniel Tiger is worse, I have not seen any episodes yet. I have not. I could be mistaken, but I don't think Daniel Tiger has physically assaulted his little sister. Caillou has. Daniel Tiger hasn't, that I know of. I know he's attempted to do it, but I don't know if he has done it, which puts him in the ballpark of not being as bad as Caillou. But that's all I wanted to say for the video. Please like and subscribe if you're new, and I will catch y'all in the next one.